Well, hello, this is Mike from Music City, and today I have for you another installment of what I'm calling Great Forgotten Records. This one here today is a little bit of follow-up on my most recent ranking video of 1982, where in the number 4 slot, I may have surprised some of you, when I included the debut album by the band Rank and File called Sundown. This came back out in the day on Slash Records, and just a record that I really want you to check out, especially if you are a Americana fan, country rock fan. This record here came out on Slash Records, great label, put out a lot of good stuff back then. And it was sort of a movement we called at the time Cowpunk. It's when all of the punk rockers discovered the magic and marvelous country sound of country music, and we started wearing bolo ties and fringe jackets. And Rank and File, let's take a look at the band on the back and look at my album autographed by all the members. There were two brothers, Chip and Tony Kinman, who were sort of the leaders of the band, and look at who the guitar player was, one and only Alejandro Escovedo. The guitar player on this first record was the drummer was named Slim Evans. The Kinman brothers had a punk band in San Francisco called the Dills, and I don't even remember that Alejandro had a punk band in San Francisco called the Nuns, so they knew each other. When the Dills split up, Rank and File kind of wound up in Austin, where they met Alejandro, and Rank and File came together. I had the pleasure of seeing, I saw 3 Rank and File shows. God, I wish I saw more. Here's a neat little poster that I just pulled out of the closet of a show that I saw at Liberty Lunch. This was I think it was 84. Forgive me for not having that date for sure. Liberty Lunch, a great venue that obviously is the town of Austin, completely redeveloped. All of that area where Liberty Lunch was is gone, and it's all office buildings. But anyway, I got to see them play headline at Liberty Lunch. I got to see them they used to open for all of the, good country bands of the, similar artists of the day. Some opened for Dave Edmunds. I saw one show where Joe Ely was the headliner, and the Blasters were on the bill, and Rank and File was third act. So they were just a great live band. If you really want to see what a great live band they were, they did at Austin City Limits. I don't think they did the whole show. They might have done 30 minutes, and I'm pretty sure you can find that on YouTube. What else do I want to say about the band? Before we listen, just let's kind of look through now. Well, let's do it this way. One of the best songs off the record, and let's do a little listen here on the home stereo here with my I always plug my Atom Audio studio monitors, and let's listen to the side 1, track 1, a song called Amanda Ruth. Listen to the great harmonies of Chip and Tony on this one, and the great playing. Oh, Alejandro sounds so good, doesn't he? Isn't that a great song? And you've got Tony came in with that deep, kind of like Johnny Cash voice. I'll play you some more a little bit where he really reminds me of Johnny Cash. And Chip's got that high voice. They just sounded so great together. Now, Amanda Ruth, such a great song. And, one way you find a great song is when other people choose to cover it. Look who covered it in 1986. The Everly Brothers, side 1, track 1 of this Everly Brothers 1986 record, produced by none other than Dave Edmunds, has a version of Amanda Ruth on it, so kind of neat. Now, if you want to get the record, you can find, there's copies of this I've checked on eBay, on Discogs that you can get them. Just continuing on the band real quick before we'll listen to a little bit more of that. They did a follow-up record in 84 on Slash again. Another good record. Maybe not as great as the first, but still they stuck with you know, their cowpunk sound, you know, just a good harmonies, good country stuff, but just, you know, it's got a little rough edge to it. That's why they call it cowpunk. It wasn't wimpy. And again, this was called Long Gone Dead. I definitely recommend this album. And the third record they did came out on Rhino in '87. Quite a departure. And just to give you an idea of the departure, let's look at the picture of the band. Now first, remember, here's what they looked like here. Look at the cowboy hats and bolo ties, fringe jackets. And here they are in '87. You would think you're looking at Bon Jovi or something. They went to a more pop rock sound. I don't have any real fond memories of this record. Haven't listened to it to a long time. It certainly was a departure for them. You know, leaving that style, and you know, just you know, what wasn't you know, to the best of my liking. Now you can get well, at one time, which was really great. Do you remember Rhino Handmade, when every month they were putting out a very unique limited edition series? Well, one of the Rhino Handmade series had the Sundown and Long Gone Dead, both of them on one CD with a couple of bonus tracks. I thought this was really funny. I was looking through my collection today, and I found out that I had Rank and File on cassette. And would you believe it? The cassette had a bonus track, not on the album. They were trying to get us to buy cassettes. A song called Post Office. It did make it to this reissue. Boy, if you're going to find one of these, it's going to cost you a lot of bucks. So I think that's everything. One other thing just came up very recently. Omnivore Records in LA puts out some really good stuff. They were big Rank and File fans, and they put out a compilation of Chip and Tony. There's some Rank and File cuts on here, some rare cuts. And also, you know, after Rank and File, they did a couple of other projects. There was a band called Cowboy Nation, a band called Blackbird. I really need to spend some time and check those out. I've heard this, and there's some scattered tracks from those bands on here as well, too, and including some rare Dills tracks. See, this is a very interesting compilation. And the sad news is this came out, you know, after the death of Tony. Tony, sadly, I believe it was last year that he died, and he's no longer with us. But let me play you. Speaking of Tony, here was a great song called "The Conductor Wore Black," where I think he's channeling the best of Johnny Cash. God, their voices just sounded so great together, didn't they? One last thing. Here's a song called "Glad I'm Not in Love," where you'll get to sing Chip. Here singing Chip in his higher register. Oh gosh, how I love Rank and File, and I still love to listen to him today. So again, Sundown, the record today of our great lost, forgotten records. Pick this one up right now. And thanks for listening. Thanks for your support. We've got quite a few videos out there. There's a couple. This is, I think, the third in this series of Great Forgotten Records. We've got a lot of ranking records. We've looked at both artists, looked at years, and I've been visiting record stores too. So I hope that you like what you see. Hit the like button, share it on your socials, and please, please, please subscribe. Our number is getting up. I'm trying to get to that magic 1,000, and we're almost there. A while ago yet, but we'll get there. Thanks, and happy listening.